Hey, this is Andrew Brown from Exam Pro, and we are taking a look at Vault. And so the idea here is that we want to be able to inject secrets from Vault in a secure manner for our local developer environments. I really kind of wish I included this screenshot or this graphic within my slides. I just found it as of now because it does really represent all the types of secret engines and capabilities of Vault. One thing in particular I wasn't aware of is that it has its own key value store. So that's what we're going to be using. We're going to keep it really simple here. But the first thing we're going to have to do is go ahead and install Vault. So just down below, I have a link here that I found, and we'll go down below. And shouldn't be too hard to install. So we are on Linux today. I mean, I'm on a Windows machine, but I'm using Linux as the Windows subsystem there. And so this is where we're going to start and grab our stuff. So making my way over to VS Code. Whoops. And I'm just trying to think, should we use this for a new project? Probably. So I'm going to just CD out here. And I'm going to make my way into Vault, which apparently I don't have a folder for. So I'm going to just go here. And we're going to find Reveal and Explore. And we'll make a new one. 200 Vault. Okay, and so we'll start first install something, then we'll set up a project. All right, so let's go through the installation process here. Okay, so we'll go do a curl, which is our first step, and that's just going to grab the GPG. I think we already have it because we did it for probably the CLI for Terraform there, but we'll just do it again there. It doesn't hurt. I'll add the repository again. I think we already did this when we installed the CLI in the beginning of this course. But we'll let it go again there. I remember this takes a little bit of time, so we'll just wait here for a bit. All right, so now we need to run the last command, which is actually going to go ahead and install Vault here for us. We'll just go ahead and grab that line. And I'm going to go ahead and paste that on in. I'm not sure if I grabbed that properly. We'll try that one more time. My console's unresponsive. There we go. Okay. This happens when I stop and start recording. It just, for some reason, it times out like that. So I'll go ahead and hit enter there, and that will go ahead and install our Vault. And then after that, we're going to have to start getting it running. There is, again, a tutorial to inject secrets. I'm not going to stick one-to-one with it because it does come with a repository, but I find that it is a little bit more work than we want to do here. We just want to kind of get a basic example working. And I just want to make our lives a little bit easier, so I'm just going to modify it as we go here. But yeah, we'll just wait for that to install. I'll see you back here in a moment, okay? All right, so after a short little wait here, I believe that Vault is installed. Let's find out if it works. So we'll type in Vault. Once I get the responsiveness back from my console here, just giving it a moment. Great. Nope. There we go, Vault. And so Vault is there. And so what we can do is start it up in a developer mode. And I remember from here, they actually had some pretty good instructions on the starting of that. So like the way they do this project, and I have the repo here, is that they provision Vault with a bunch of different things. So I think they're using like S3 here. And that would probably be a really common use case for this, but I really want to simplify, and I don't want to have to provision that with Terraform and cross-reference the stuff. So we're just going to simplify that. So I'm just looking for the command to start Vault because I saw a good one here that was like Vault. Here it is right there. So Vault server -dev that starts in the developer mode, dev root token ID. There's something about like sealing or unsealing stuff. I don't know what that means, but I assume that's a way of securing the Vault. But we're going to go ahead and just type that in. So we're going to go Vault server -dev root token ID. And obviously you wouldn't want to do this for your production. They call theirs education. I'm just going to stick with that to make our lives a bit easier. And so what that's going to do is start up a Vault server. It is running on this port here, so I suppose we should export that or keep this because we'll probably have to reference it somehow. Notice we have this like unseal key. So the unseal key and root token are displayed below in case you want to seal or re-authenticate. Development should not be used in production. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a README file in our Vault here. So we'll just say new file. README, because I just want to dump this stuff. Of course, you know, you should not share these with anybody, but I just don't want to forget these while we're working through this. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that. And we'll go ahead and save that. And so what I want to do now, oops, did we lose our terminal? Did I close it? Okay, I must have closed it. So which one were we working in? Second, third one, which is it? Fourth. Okay, it's the third one. So don't be like me, close out your old ones. So I'm just gonna close out these old ones so I'm less confused. There we go. And so it says that it started on this address here. So I'm gonna go copy that address and we're gonna open this up. You can do everything via the CLI. I just want to copy that there. But they have a nice UI, which is nice. And so this is where we're gonna put that token, education. I'm gonna drop that down. So there are some other options, or there's a lot of options for authenticating, but token is obviously the easiest, probably not the most secure, especially the way we wrote it. And notice that we have a couple things pre-installed. So we have Cubbyhole, which is a per token private secret storage. And then we have key value secret storage. Again, I don't know much about these because this isn't a course on Vault. It's just kind of us showing basic integration and more focused on the Terraform side. But here is where we can create our secrets. We can, of course, use the CLI to do that. And I think they showed in the getting started here. And we don't have to do it this way. I'd rather do it through UI, but you do like Vault, key v put, and then you put the name of your secret. So here's secret / hello, and then the key and the value. That's where it would store. I assume that this would go to the, well, this would specify we're using here. So what we'll do is we'll go over here and we'll create ourselves a new secret because we're going to want to store something here. So we want the path for this secret. This is pretty common with, if you've ever used parameter store, you have a path. I don't know if it starts with a /. It may not end in a /, probably can begin with it. So I'm going to say AWS key because we'll do the key and the secret, right? So here, oh, okay, cool. So we can do / AWS. And then down below, I would just add another one. Maybe I got to add each one at a time. So we'll say key. And I'll actually go grab our proper ones. Oh, I shouldn't have stopped that. I'm going to have to start that up again. Okay. And we'll add a plus there because everything lives in memory when you're in the dev one. So you really don't want to shut that down or you'll have to redo all this from scratch. So what I'm going to do is just go back here. I'm going to drag this down a little bit more. Okay, and I'm just going to go see if I have to relog in because I might have messed this all up. Yes, I do. So we'll type in education. So we really don't want to stop running that server during the duration of this follow along. Okay, and so we'll go back into secret here, create a secret, / AWS. Would we want it as a JSON? No, I don't think it matters. If we can add 2 keys, that's all that matters to me. And so what I'm going to do is cat out my credentials. Of course, this is not the secure way of doing it. So, you know, again, don't show people these things. And so I want this, and I probably should match the name. I'm going to like type in the whole darn thing. And we'll grab this. Oops. Want to see that value is correct. Good. We're going to add another one here. This is going to be our access secret or secret access key. I really don't like how those have been named. And we'll go ahead and grab on this. And I mean, we don't really need to really store the region here, but why not? Because we're doing all the rest of here. We might as well just throw them all in here for fun. And here it says maximum number of versions. I don't need anything beyond 1 because we're not going to be updating these. Require check and set. So writes will only be allowed if the key's current version matches the version specified in the CAS parameter. Not sure what that means. Maybe just like you're passing something along when you are doing something. But I think this is all good. You know what? I'm just going to leave that back to 10 just in case I've made a mistake and we have to go debug that. I'm going to go hit save. And so there are our secrets. And so what we want to do is be able to access them. And so maybe this is our opportunity to learn the CLI here a bit. So I have it pulled up on the left-hand side. And so what I'm going to do is type in vault, key v, get, and we'll do AWS. I don't know if we can start with a / there. I'm going to hit enter. And the server gave an HTTP response to an HTTPS client. So I'm not sure why that's a problem, because like, I mean, I understand that it started up in HTTP, but I mean, I'm in development, so you know, what else am I going to really do here? Let's see if I can just scroll up here and if there's anything else. And I could have swore that it installed a private key as we were doing this, because I remember seeing that there. There's like a private key. Could have swore there was one, something about private key. So I'm not sure what the problem is here. I'll be back in a moment and I will resolve it, okay? So the suggestion I'm getting is that we need to export a couple of environment variables. So see here where it writes this. So we say you need to set the following. So maybe we will go through and set those. So I'll go grab that there. But here's the thing is, like, how do I run that? Because these are, I think these are like not the same. So, I mean, I can't run it over here, can I? I don't think so. Well, I guess if we're doing key vault value there, maybe we can. Still no good. What if we export the vault token? I think we said it was education here. Let's do vault status. So yeah, I'm not sure how we're going to do it that way. I mean, it's not a really big deal because I don't think that we have to access it that way. But notice here, like, as I was reading here, you know, they're just saying down below, oh, we had to set this and that. So I'm not really sure what I would do here. So the output is like this. Run these commands and it should do it. Again, the error message can be similar to different problems. So that, or maybe I'm just specifying the key incorrectly and that's why it doesn't like it. So let's just type in vault and see what we have here. So vault key V. Maybe if we do like a list, can we get a list? List the secrets. AWS. Clear. I'm not sure what parameter it wants there. Let's go look it up. So we'll say like or was it vault key V list option. Seems to want another parameter here. Going to scroll on down. So secret / my app. Folders are suffixed with the /. The input must be a folder. List of a file will not return. Do I have to put secret in front of it? Secret. AWS? No. So I don't know what the issue is there. It just would have been nice to use it via the CLI. But the thing is that, again, we don't need to use it that way. We just need to, you know, set it and get it. But I thought it would be fun to kind of use the CLI there. So now that we have those set, the way we're going to extract out these values is by using a data source. And so what I want to do is just create a new local project. And I think we like to always pull from our account repo here. So I'm going to go all the way up to here. And I'm going to go grab the main. And I'm just going to copy the contents there. We're going to go all the way down to the ground. And we're going to make a new main TF file here. We're going to go paste that on in. And we just want my server. We don't need an output. It's fine. This is all fine. This is all fine. But the one thing is we don't want to use our particular provider there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just open up our credentials file there. And I'm just going to change this to something else like other so that it doesn't load that profile there. Okay, I'm going to just take these out of here. I think we can leave that alone. And I think that's everything. So what I want to do now, we don't need that count. We'll get rid of that count. We'll go check out the documentation or the code base here, because it gives us a bit of an idea how we need to implement this. We'll go over to the operator. We'll go over to the main. And so they're setting some variables here, like name, region, path, things like that. But again, we want to grab it from the source. They're actually cross-referencing it like this other, they provision the admin and grabbing it that way. I don't want to do it that way. I wanted to use just the data source like this. So I'm not sure how that's going to work. So let's go look that up. Okay, so here it says read AWS credentials from an AWS secret backend. And I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to read them from the key vault. Okay, so we probably want vault generic secret. Would this be from key vault? This resource is primarily intended to be used with the generic secret backend, but it is also compatible with any vault endpoint that is provided. But is that the key value one? That's not clear to me. So I think it is. So let's see if we can figure that out here. So I'm just going to move that off screen here. And we're going to add ourselves the data source. So I guess we're really not following that other tutorial at all because we literally have to use a different key value there, eh? So we'll say secret, and this is going to be like AWS credentials maybe. Or maybe it's creds. Then I don't have to worry about spelling mistakes. And we need to specify a path. Notice it always starts with like secret. I don't know if we always have to start it with secret. So I will just say AWS here. And there might be some additional options. I'm just scrolling through to here that, so you have path. So this is the full logical path from which to request the data. To read data from generic secret backend mountain vault by default, this should be prefixed with secret /. So we do have to do that. Reading from other backends as data source is possible. Consult each backend documentation to see which endpoint supports the get. Version of the secret to read. We only have a single version, so we don't have to specify that. So technically that should be correct. So what we will want to do now in our provider is specify all those options. So again, I'm just going back to the source code. This is off screen, but we need to set the region, the access key, and the secret key here. And so this is going to be data, and it's going to be vault generic secret, and I guess it would be AWS. And then we're accessing those things like region. And so I'm going to go ahead and just copy that really quickly. And we will go over back to our vault here because the names are over here. So go grab that, paste that in there. We'll go grab that, paste that in there. And I'm just going to double check to make sure if I've made any mistakes. This one, it's showing it from the admin, so it goes admin outputs, but we're not outputting from anything. We're just grabbing it from the vault there. So maybe what we need to do is just kind of review how this generic vault works. So this does data, vault generic, and then it does data and then square braces. So I wonder if we always have to do data. So for example, the vault, there is a key named auth token. The value is a token that we need to keep secret. But yeah, I don't understand. Is this a JSON object or just a way of referencing it? Because it doesn't specify that. So we'll just give it a try. Nothing hurts with trying, right? So we'll say data. And this might not be the right way. I don't know if it's single or doubles there. It's doubles. So I could just wonder if that was like the one case where it's doubles. Okay, and we will do this. And so I think that should maybe work. Don't know. What I'm wondering is if I led with a /, would it have considered that? Or is it now double? But I don't think so, because look here, it looks like it stripped it out because it just says AWS here. So we go to secrets and it's just AWS. Almost looks like there's a space in the front of it, eh? But it's not there, so maybe there's not. It's just kind of like a little glitch. So we need to go and cd into this directory here. And we just need to do a Terraform init. That's kind of interesting because like we haven't set up the provider. I guess it's not going to happen until we actually use the provider, so maybe it's not an issue just yet. I'm curious to see if it pulls any kind of modules in for the Vault generic secret. So we'll just give it a moment there to initialize. Okay, so after there, we can see that it did actually add Vault in, so it must be ready to take it from there. I'm going to do a Terraform plan here. And you know what? I'm going to just change this to like my server with Vault. Now remember, it's not going to be able to pull from the from our local credentials because we're not setting a profile and we overrode the default just in case. So here it's saying a data resource, Vault generic secret, AWS has not been declared in the root module. It hasn't. I mean, it looks like I did. No, maybe I typed it wrong. So we'll go here. I don't think it matters, but I'll just put it above. Okay. And I'm just going to double check to make sure. Nope, it matches. Oh, because it's AWS creds. That's fair. You didn't use the option out. That's fine. So my question will be, will this correctly provision? Because we will not know until we use this right here. I suppose if we try to use a data source for AWS, that would probably also indicate whether it's working or not. So maybe we should try doing that. We could do like data, AWS VPC, and then we just do like ID equals here. Because that would have to use the credentials, right? And so we'll just go, well, that's actually, it's not specifying any of the VPC here. So maybe we won't do that because it's just too much work. So what I'll do here is I'm going to do a Terraform apply, auto approve, and let's cross our fingers and hope this works. And while that is running, what I'm going to do is just pull up my AWS environment here. And apparently I'm not logged in, so that'll give me a bit of time here to kind of catch up here while this is provisioning there. And so it looks like it actually provisioned the server, and if that's the case, that means that our secrets are being pulled correctly, right? So if we go over to EC2 here, and we go and check out this instance, it is running, so it worked. If we just want to do a sanity check to make sure it absolutely is working, we can just introduce a bug into this. So maybe we go here and we just say, I guess we'd have to make a new version, create a new version. And what I'm going to do is purposely introduce a mistake. So we're just going to put like an @ sign here on the end. We're going to save that. And I'm going to make a minor change like nano. And so what I'm expecting is for this to fail. Let's see if it fails on the plan. I don't think it will. I think it would fail on the apply. And it does. Okay, so the plan would tell us whether it didn't work or not. So that clearly means it absolutely is pulling from it, especially when we're doing the plan. So I want to go back to our file there. I just kind of lost the folder. I'm just looking for it. I got too many Chrome windows open here. There it is. Okay, so we'll go back here and I wonder if we can just revert back to the previous version. See, I don't know if I would delete there. I don't want to jinx it. So I'm just going to go here and take out that @ sign. We're going to go ahead and save that. And so that should be updated. We're going to do Terraform plan. Great. And so what I want to do is just tear this down. So we'll say Terraform apply, auto approve, and destroy. Okay, and while that is destroying, I'm pretty confident that's going to work. I'm going to stop my Vault server. Oh, wait. Is that going to still work? Did I get the credentials in time? Oh no, I I made a big boo boo. Okay, so I killed my vault server before I was supposed to. That's really embarrassing. Um, anyway, that's not a big deal because I kind of wanted to stop the server anyway, but I want to go back into our AWS credentials there and turn that back to defaults. And I wanted to go back up here and just flip that back so that we can get rid of the server, right? So I don't want to kind of lose these for the tutorial, so I'm just going to go here and just comment those out for a second. Profile, default. Oops. Region, US East 1. And we'll do that again. That's embarrassing. Okay, and I'm just going to preemptively, I'm not going to save this file, but I'm just going to do this for now. It's still trying to connect. Oh boy. So, just put these back in here. Because it's set to the vault, can I do a Terraform refresh? Probably not. No, probably not. What if I do a Terraform init? Because I did change, like I was using Vault, so maybe I just have to do that to fix that problem. And let's try destroy again. That was a big boo-boo on my part, eh? Nope. Okay, so let's go back over here and start it up again. And I'm pretty sure there's like a way to back up your vaults. Like there's probably like some kind of like snapshot or something. Again, I'm not that deep into it, so I cannot tell you if that's the case. So I guess we'll just go back here and remake our secrets. Because it shouldn't have persisted, right? If it did, I'd be so happy. Nope. Okay. AWS, we'll leave 10 in there, and then we'll just have to copy all the stuff over again because of my bonehead mistake there. So we have region, which is US East 1. US East 1 here. And go over here. Well, at least you know what to do if that happens to you, okay? I don't need the equal sign there. Go ahead and add this one. Okay, and what we're going to do is go ahead and save that. And we'll just quit out of that. We'll do a Terraform plan. Since we know that that will pick it up, right? Great. And we'll do Terraform apply, auto approve, destroy. Okay, so again, this only applies to development, but yeah, don't kill your Vault server before you're done destroying, okay? So I'll see you back here in a moment. All right, so that infrastructure is destroyed. We can go back to here, and then we can stop our server. And for your benefit, I'm just going to bring back these in here, so you don't have to worry about that. And yeah, we accomplished Vault for injections. Now, you might say, well, how would you do this with Terraform Cloud? Well, the thing is that Terraform Cloud already uses Vault under the hood when you store your environment variables there. And the idea is that I suppose you don't need to pull them in from all those sources. But I think that was one of my questions I had when I was talking to one of the DAs, which was like, okay, it's great that Terraform Cloud has, uses Vault behind the scenes, but what if I want that to live somewhere else? But maybe that's not really necessary because I don't know. But yeah, that's it. So we're all done with Vault.